He's going to escape if he gets a chance to.
Freedom.
Okay, good afternoon everyone, and welcome to this afternoon's Seal Feed. My name's Katie. I'm going to be talking to you for a few minutes about them, and I'll be around to answer any questions afterwards. We've also got Rory somewhere. Oh, he's running away up there. And we've got three of our aquarists here. We've got Louis, Jamie and Caitlin, where you'll be able to see feeding and training some of the seals. We've got 4 seals here in the enclosure. We've got the two older girls. So we've got Morag here with Jamie and Heather here on the right hand side. Then just 3 weeks ago we got 2 new young boys up from Tynemouth Aquarium. So we Cody up here, he's just about 5 months old. And Benji is about 1. Now they're all harbour seals or common seals as they're sometimes known. You will see them these round the coast of Scotland and the rest of Britain. There are 2 different types of seals that you'll commonly see. So we've got harbour seals and grey seals. One way to tell the difference is if you look closely at our seals and you look at their nostrils, they look like a kind of V shape. Grey seals have 2 parallel lines, so they look like a number 11. Grey seals are also a wee bit bigger. Now another way to tell the difference between the babies anyway is that you can see Cody here, he's got a dark coat. Now he would have a white fluffy coat when he was inside his mummy's tummy, but he would shed it just before he was born, so then he could go in the water just basically straight away. Grey seals still have the white fluffy coat when they're born, so if you ever see a grey or a white fluffy seal pup round about the shores of Scotland, you can tell that that's a grey seal, not a harbour seal. Now all of our seals here have been bred and lived in captivity for their whole lives. Morag originally was in Germany. Heather was in Belgium with her mum as well, their mother and daughter. Morag's about 25 and Heather's 14. And Benji and Cody are half brothers. They just came up from Tynemouth, as I said, and so they've obviously lived in captivity their whole life as well. So all the different exercises and stuff you can see them doing, it's not obviously just not for our entertainment, it's to keep them physical, keep them active. It also allows them to socialise a wee bit. The girls were a wee bit confused when the boys first arrived a few weeks ago, so it's good to get them used to each other. They're all very friendly now. You can hear aquarists, you'll see them doing different hand signals and whistles. They're using a variety of targets. So when the seals come up and touch a certain target, they know that they're going to get a fish after. They're going to be, they are being fed herring, and wee Cody's being fed sprat, which is a smaller, but just a younger version. But although they've got big sharp carnivorous teeth, they actually swallow them good whole. So Cody will try and eat a whole herring, but he can't quite get it. You can see Louis giving Heather a bit of a medical check here, which is when they do come up onto the beach, it gives us the chance to check their health and make sure everything's okay. You can also have a check on their teeth as well. People often ask us where our sea lions are, so we like to tell the difference between seals and sea lions. They obviously are all members of the same family. Sea lions are a lot larger than these seals, and they also have much bigger flippers. So they find it a wee bit easier to walk around on land. So see, as you can see, the seals are quite graceful in the water, but they find it quite difficult to walk on Another difference between sea lions and seals is that if you look at our seals closely, you'll see that they have 2 little ear holes, obviously on the side of their head. Sea lions actually have external ear flaps as well, so they look a wee bit like shrimp. That's another way you can tell the difference if it's a sea lion or a seal. Now obviously the water that we've got here just comes in from the Firth of Forth just outside, so it's quite cold, but all of our seals have got a big thick layer of blubber to keep them warm. It's obviously quite murky as well. Although they've got good eyesight, it'd be quite difficult for them to see under the water. So if you notice they've got big long whiskers, these are very sensitive. They actually use their whiskers to sense fish that they're trying to catch, or their movements in the water. They can sense the fish for up to about 40 meters. So it's very important the use of their whiskers when they're hunting as well. You would eat a variety of fish and squid and things like that. If you do ever come across any seals or a seal pup in particular in the wild in Scotland or around Great Britain, we do ask that you don't touch however cute little Cody may look, because if the mother smells your scent on the pup, it could potentially abandon them. If you do ever come across any seals that are sick or injured, you can get in touch with the SSPCA in Scotland or the RSPCA in England. We also have marine life medics that are trained to come to the rescue for any seals until they need something to arrive. As you can see, Cody climbing up here, he finds it a wee bit more difficult to get up onto the beach. They do spend a large majority of their life in the water, but they come onto land to breed and to give birth to their young and to look after them. It is believed that seals have been around for about 15 million years as a species. They evolved from some sort of kind of otter-like land mammal, and depending on the circumstances at that time, they started realising that it was a bit more useful for them to live in the waters. So if you look at their flippers closely, you can see that they've got quite sharp little claws as well there on the ends of their flippers. They can hold their breath for extended periods of time under the water. This is because they can store oxygen in their blood and muscles, which allows them to dive for a wee bit longer than say you would be able to hold their breath for. Heather and Benji here over with Chloe, they're a wee bit younger, so they're a wee bit more keen to do all the different training techniques. Mum Morag has just gone back into the water. She's learned that basically no matter what she does, she'll get the same amount of fish at the end of the day. She's a bit more grumpy. And wee Cody, he's still learning all his different targets. And one way you can help, as I said, you shouldn't touch any sort of seals or pups if you ever come across them in the beach. But one way you can help is if you ever come across any sort of plastic or plastic bags, any sort of marine creatures, obviously see this as food. So if you could just pick it up and put it in the bin, this could do a lot of help to the seal populations. Now the guys are just going to keep doing a bit of training and a bit of feeding for the seals. I'll just come around and ask if you've got any questions. If not, then I hope you enjoy the rest of your day at Deep Sea.
Los vi hier. Let's train them to get them exercise.
Good, stand. Yeah, no, don't. So I want to send
I think this one was begging for some fish. It was twirling around.
Yeah, I got a few good pictures of the seals. Yeah, and the baby.
The baby.
Good boy, baby, yeah.
That's what I'm doing alright with the training.
I should get the reaction for one.
Go on, Cody. Go on. Cody, the little baby one.
Look. Got her.